Today I'm going to show you what a dealer pays for this Ford Raptor, this Toyota Tacoma. All right, today's auction day.
Sometime, let's go.
And as you can see behind me, we need cars, so we're going to the auction. There you go. Prices are high right now, and my hopes are low, so I'm not expecting too much. Here we go. All right, if you're ever wondering what cars are good cars, check us out. It's a Toyota Camry. It's here at the auction. And it's got 348,000 miles. It's a 2019, so somebody drove the absolute crap out of this car, but they last a long time as long as you take care of them, go for many, many, many miles. It's not rare for me to find, especially Toyota Camrys at these auctions, 300,000 plus miles, and they still sound good, they're still running good. I dropped my notebook, but yeah, good cars. Check that out. This is a Ford Ranger. Wow. All right, and we got to check this. This is a Tacoma. It's a 2014. It's got 94,000 miles. This is going to bring all the money and then some. Tires, it needs tires. Those, I don't know if you can see, those are worn down quite a bit. It's got a, yep, it's lifted. It's got the nice shocks on the back. It is missing its tailgate. There you go. Tailgate gone. But it's got a used dinner plate. There you go. That's going to stay in there. Absolutely going to stay in there. So what is this? I don't know, some kind of rack. What is this for? Like ladders, luggage, I guess anything that you want it to be. I haven't seen a rack that looks quite like this though, at least on the trucks that I've seen. Outside body though, other than missing the tailgate, it actually looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Paint is okay. It's not great. It's a little crusty there. Let's look underneath it. Yeah, just a little bit of crust. Not anything terrible, but it's starting. It's starting. All right, here we go. It's gonna bring all the money. Trying to start $21,000. Drop down to 19,000. No bidders yet. All right, let's check the inside. Inside of it, seat covers. You know what? I'm not even going to pull them up. I see dog hair, so the seats I would assume are probably not great. Gross dog hair. Gross dog hair. Lots of grossness. Yep. Oh, and it's, check that out. And it's manual transmission. So I don't know in a Tacoma if that means it will be more expensive or less expensive. Not sure what the pricing is going to be, but we will check it. I know it's going to bring a lot of money no matter what, but I don't know if automatic versus manual will what am I trying to say? I don't know if the manual will be more expensive or the automatic will be more expensive. So either way, we'll see what dealer's going to pay for it today. So this guy right here in the lane, he's trying to get bids out of people. Up to $17,000. They got bids coming in. $17,400. It's going to roll out. We're still bidding on it. Up to $18,000. Up to $18,300. It rolled out. Still bidding on it. Up $18,300, and they sold it. $18,300. They sold it. All right, so got a buddy right here. He's checking out this car. We smell a little bit of sweetness, or at least I did. Actually, I don't see anything, but a lot of times when we're checking out these cars, when you're at auction, you've also got to, you got to look, you got to listen to different sounds and stuff, but you also got to smell. You can smell sweet stuff that's burning. You can smell oil that's burning, that is leaking somewhere that maybe you can't see. So you have to use all your senses whenever you're looking at these cars out here. That's what he's doing. He's got a nice scanner, but your scanner is not going to smell stuff for you. Your scanner is not going to listen for weird things. It's going to tell you a lot of stuff about the car, but it's not going to tell you everything. That's why a lot of dealers that just buy online, that just click a button to bid on a lot of these cars, they don't do well. They lose a lot of money, and that's because you got to be here. You got to touch the car. You got to know what you're buying before you buy it. And it's very difficult to make money in this business if you're not literally here checking out the car like he is. So he's doing the right thing. He's looking at these cars and making sure he knows what he's buying before he's buying it. because you got to use all your senses. You got to listen to it, you got to see it, and you got to smell it. I had one of these little cars when I was 18. I thought I was bad. I had a little manual transmission V6 Hyundai Tiburon, and it didn't have any of the emblems or anything. I had this cool little T that was on the back. I thought I was awesome. Turns out I was not awesome. Those cars are junk. They were, I ripped the clutch out of that thing. It had exhaust problems. It had electrical problems. Big turd is what it was. Yeah, but I was cool in that turd. I was the king of the turds. That's what I was. And now I'm walking around a dealer auction lot talking into a box for people to laugh and judge me in the comments. I know you're judging me in the comments right now. If you're judging me in the comments, you're putting a comment in there, you might as well hit the subscribe button too though, right? Don't be a freeloader of the judging that you're doing on me. Subscribe while you're judging so you can judge me later on in future videos. All right, we gotta check this, right? It's a 2014 Ford Raptor SVT, and it's got 170,000 miles on it. Very blue. It's got this, I don't know if that's aftermarket or that's factory. It feels, yeah, this is aftermarket because it's kind of cheaply done. We got a Ford truck over there. It's revving up. It's not as nice as this one, but it's a little Ranger over there. This was 6.2 SVT. Yeah, I already told you that already. Raptor looks good. Here's that Ranger. Look at that. All right, hit it one good time. Oh. I was up. I didn't see anybody in there. All right, hit it one good time. I thought it was revving by itself. There you go. Thank you. All right, back to the Raptor. There we go. Nice wheels. Body looks pretty good on it. There you go. You got your aftermarket stuff in there. Frame, it looks like there's actually, yeah, no rust. Frames look good. Try to start 25,000. Only skin for 20,000. That's for 20,000. Got no bids yet. No bids yet. All right, inside of this Raptor. Actually, this seats look good. I like that design. Yeah. All this looks good. This stuff. I don't know if this was. If that blue was factory, that was a good design by Ford. Usually I'm not saying good things about Ford, but that's one I would say is a good design. It looks good. I like the look of that. Inside is, overall, this is for the years, for the year. This is 8 out of 10. So this will bring probably a lot of money, but we'll check it out. Still asking for bids down to $19,000, down to $17,000. We got one bid, $17,000. All right, we got bids coming in now. It's usually what happens. They have to lower it down to the right price, and then they all run bids up to what it's asking for to begin with. Up to $18,000. Up to $18,003. It's rolled out. It's gone. We're still bidding on it. That fist means it's got a top bidder. $18,500. They put on a phone call. $18,500. Put on a phone call. Let's talk about this for a second. So, a lot of you will talk about me buying cars that are like 20 years old, 10 years old, and them being junk. And if you're from the Northeast, I can understand your reasoning behind that. But you just saw this frame, and it's a 2014. And zero rust. It actually looks brand new, right? So all these cars that are here, for the most part, are going to be North Carolina cars. I'm in North Carolina, and we don't see a lot of snow where I'm at. We don't have any salt that's on the roads. We're not near the coast. All these cars, if they've stayed local to this area, which most of them are trade-ins, so most of them have stayed pretty local from when they were new until when they're being sold here at auction. No rust, so they haven't disintegrated. All these parts that that just go away in the snow, that get just demolished by the weather. We don't have that problem here, so we can buy cars that are older, buy cars that have higher mileage, and they're absolutely fine. But we're just in this is why I can operate in the niche that I operate in. It's because I'm in the place that I'm in. If you go to the Northeast, you can't find a dealer like me. You can't find a dealer that's going to sell stuff for $5,000 and under, because all the cars that they can buy for that range is half a car. And we can buy whole cars here for $2,000, $2,500, and then I can sell them for $3,000, $3,500, $4,000. And they still exist, and they still run, and they're still fine. And the frames they look brand new because no rust. Check this out. So usually this, I would be pointing out this kind of stuff, that bad paint, all the cracks up here, shattered windshield. Usually I would be picking out this stuff on a repossessed car, but this one is not a repossessed car. And how do I know that? Because I can see the seller, and they're a franchise dealer, so they're not going to have repossessions that they send to auction. They're going to have trade-ins. So this is see, this is like spray painted. Look, okay, so this is factory paint right here. You can see it's got like little sparkly speckles and stuff in it, and then there you go. This this has been spray painted, and you can see it's even cracking there. There's this car. Do I even want to look on the inside of it? I think we have to, right? Woo! Yeah, check this out. So there's the inside of it right there. This seat is probably just broken and leaned back. Cracks everywhere. Terrible. But no, so this was a trade-in. So this is a car that somebody was driving probably every day, and then decided that they wanted to get a new car, so they traded it into a franchise dealer. But this is normally what repossessions look like. It's not repossession, this is trade-in. Wow. All right, so speaking of the germs in these cars, I actually had a viewer send me some hand sanitizer for when I'm going through all these cars, and it's so nasty. And I appreciate you being concerned about my cleanliness while I'm doing these videos. It's a wood night scent. It smells so good. It's a manly scent. So they even thought so much they know I'm a man. So I need a manly scent when I'm going through this. So thank you, Carrie, for sending me that. I really appreciate it. And the thing about it is, this thing it smells better than the cologne I use. So I need to really use this around my wife. She'd be like, ooh, so you're handsome, you smell good, and you're sanitized? I got a 10 out of 10 man that I'm married to. Yeah, baby. I don't know what it is about today, but there's a lot of these older vehicles just sitting out here that have run. This is cool. This one's already run, and it's a manual. But look, I just love this older stuff. Especially from the early 90s, late 80s, the boxy style. Just, it looks cool to me. It's so ugly. It's so ugly, it's cool. So ugly, it's beautiful. I like that kind of stuff. All right, again, this is week number 3 in a row that I've seen this Camaro here. And I mean, we see this a lot in this market in particular, is if a franchise dealer in that case, traded for that car and they paid too much for it, then they can't let it go for really what the market is telling them that they should let it go for, because the dealers here, they're only going to run it up to a certain price, and they're going to stop. And they've done that over the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it hasn't been as much as the franchise dealer needs to get out of that vehicle. So what happens? They no-sell it. They no-sell it. They have a couple options. They can run it again here, which it's probably going to bring the same amount, if not less, each week that it rolls through the auction, or they can take it to a different auction, or they can try to fix it. That one says as is on the side of it, so there's probably something wrong with it. They can fix it, and they can try to sell it themselves. It's only got like 50,000 miles on it, so they're gonna have to do something with it, or they'll probably end up just dumping it for whatever it brings in the next couple weeks, just because that's what a lot of these franchise dealers do. They'll run it for 2 or 3 weeks, hope that they can get more money the next week, but usually they eventually just get tired of looking at it. And a lot of times with these auction owners, I've talked with them, what they have to do is say, look, it's probably not going to bring any more money. You can keep running it, or we can sell it this week. Let's do something though. We gotta do something. And in this case, on that Camaro, they're probably going to end up dumping it for a lot less than what they thought that they're going to get for it. And that's why it just runs week after week after week. But eventually they will let go of it. All right, something we don't see very often pop up at auctions, but when we do, we want to check it out. And you know what? there's no reason to check this out because it's not going to give you a real depiction of what depiction, is that the right word? It's not going to give you a real, what am I trying to say? You're not going to get a real price range out of watching this go through the auction because it's been smashed up. You got things hanging off the side of it. It's got a big scratch right here. We got junk happening right here. So I wanted to show you a Tacoma, and I wanted to show you it go through lane, and I wanted to show you what a dealer pays for this Tacoma. But this is only 70% of a Tacoma. So, and it's not going to bring 70% of what it actually would bring if it was 100% of a Tacoma. So, not a good one to show you. All right, this is bringing $8,700. All right, it's confusion about the miles here. Somebody thought 96,000, but it's 196,000. 196,000.
All right, we'll start again. 7 grand. 1, 7, 1, 2, 8 grand, 81,
It's up to $8,000. And check this out. It's not all a Tacoma. It's about 70% of a Tacoma. It brought $8,100. 70% of a Tacoma brought $8,100. All right, so we are still in tax time. If you can see behind me, this is probably still about double the amount of dealers that are usually here at a regular time throughout the year. So this is more dealers than you're typically going to see when I show you this auction. All right, well, check this one out. This is a 2013 Subaru Crosstrek. It's got 148,000 miles. I like these rims. Tires look brand new on it. The outside body looks very good, very good, very good. Little things. I hate these. Well, they just put these stickers on it, and it's almost impossible to get these things off. You can use some chemicals or whatever, but you still have to use razor blades to scrape all this junk off. I hate people. Stop putting stickers on your car. All right, they tried to get $5,500 for it, no bids. So dropped it all the way down to $2,000. Now we got bids coming in up to $3,000 already. $3,000. All right, inside looks okay. Usually with a Subaru, you're gonna see lots and lots of dog hair, and there's only a little bit of dog hair, so not too bad. Overall, the inside looks pretty good, but we'll check it out and see what a dealer's gonna pay for this. Ooh, that sounded rough. I don't know if you heard it. Sounds like bad transmission. Got 3,000 on it right now still. Hey, it sounds rough. Up to $3,300, 33. Up to $3,400. Up to $3,700. Up to $3,900. We got 4,000. Got 4,000 on it, and they put it on a phone call. 4,000 on a phone call. Tell me, let's see here. Xterra, we'll go look at them.
Okay.
You don't need to go with me. I'll go look at them. Xterra, Edge, and Sonata.
No, that's not an Escape.
You know, I'm not gonna remember that, so I'm not gonna show them to you. So we're not. I'm ready to go home. I'm tired.